everybody and welcome back to round 5 of the 2008 season as part of the Robert Kubica Road to Glory. It's the F1 2014 mod. We have the Turkish Grand Prix, which is ported into this game. Slightly lower quality than the base race tracks on the game, but still, it's impressive to see. Let's have a look at the championship standings before jumping into qualifying. Felipe Massa has the lead in the championship, but it's only 1 point clear of Robert Kubica in second place, who's yet to win a race this year. Hamilton in third, Raikkonen in fourth, and Kovalainen in fifth. The top 5 all very close. There's only 5 points separating them at the top of the table. We're yet to see a grand variety of drivers getting into the points so far this year. Remember, it's only the top 8 in the race who actually score points. In the Constructors' Championship, it is Ferrari and McLaren leading the way. BMW Sauber cannot be discounted from the fight just yet, although they need Nick Heidfeld to get his act together and really start scoring good points. Toyota in fourth ahead of Renault, and no other team have scored points. Here we are in qualifying. There is no rain in the air, and Kubica went pretty quick in practice. Hopefully that translates well into this session. There we go, then about to start our first flying lap in the session. There is no time on the board right now, so whatever I set, it could be provisional pole. That's a 30.8 from Sebastian Bourdais, the first real time on the board. Fisichella has also set a time. I'm matching Bourdais through the first sector. And I encounter traffic here with Anthony Davidson in front of me. Oh, Alonso, mate. Whatever series I do, Alonso's always there blocking me. Thank you very much. And out the final corner and up towards the line, Timo Glock on provisional pole. He's still on provisional pole. Kubica 4 tenths down on him with his first lap. And that's purple in the first sector on this lap. Hamilton, though, up to the top of the table. And we're up massively on Lewis Hamilton's first lap time, so it's looking good here. And out the final corner and up towards the line, it's surely provisional pole for Kubica, and it is, by 3.5 tenths over Kimi Raikkonen. What a lap. And we'll box after our first run in qualifying. And it's pole position for Robert Kubica, ahead of Kimi Raikkonen and Felipe Massa. 3.5 tenths is the gap, so Kubica looking very quick here if qualifying is anything to base it on. Hamilton and Kovalainen, the 2 McLarens complete the top 5. Timo Glock, 6th place for Toyota, ahead of the 2 Renaults. Then it's Jarno Trulli in the second Toyota. Nick Heidfeld is only in 10th position, right there in the midfield. Sebastian Vettel and Bourdais, his teammate, 11th and 12th, followed by Mark Webber, Rosberg, his teammate Nakajima, the 2 Hondas of Barrichello and Button, the second Red Bull of David Coulthard. Then we have the back markers Adrian Sutil, Takuma Sato, Giancarlo Fisichella and Anthony Davidson. And now it's race day for the Turkish Grand Prix. It's a 56 lap race and we're boxing halfway through, or almost halfway through, going from the softs to the hard compound of tyres. Let's jump into it. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2008 Turkish Grand Prix is next. Not allowed to change the fuel. 5 lights are on and we are underway here for the Turkish Grand Prix, and quite a bit of wheel spin off the start there, and I think Raikkonen in the Ferrari has got a slightly better launch down towards turn 1, and he has, and his teammate Massa also forcing his way through, and Hamilton on the inside there, Felipe Massa. Already Kubica has fallen from first all the way down to 4th place. Not the ideal start we were hoping for. But as we rise up the hill here towards the end of the first sector, I'll try and challenge Hamilton back up the inside here. Can't quite make that because he's too far ahead. There's 2 Mercedes, but 2 Ferraris leading the way up front, followed by McLaren of Hamilton. Kubica 4th and Kovalainen in 5th position. The run towards turn 7. Maybe a lunge up the inside. Massive lock up there from Hamilton, who cuts across the front of Kubica's car. Massa is, of course, an expert at this circuit. In real life, didn't he win 3 years on the road? 2006, 07 and 08. It was very, very handy at this track. And already the top 5 pulling away from the chasing pack. And my teammate Heidfeld, I think he's actually lost positions off the start, as Hamilton and Kubica getting very close on the exit of turn 7. Hamilton really struggling with that corner. And I see the Ferraris starting to pull away. We'll put it into a rich mix on the run down towards the final chicane. We've got a run here on Lewis Hamilton, and to the inside goes Robert Kubica. And under braking, he takes that 3rd position. Got a great run here on Felipe Massa on the exit turn 8. And maybe we'll send it up the inside of the Ferrari driver. We're going to try it. Kubica up the inside, and Massa, well, he's not giving him any space on the inside there. In fairness, I was not side by side with the Ferrari. Or maybe to the outside of Massa for turn 8. That'd be one heck of a move, but we're going to try it. Around the outside of Felipe. And that is a move up to second place now for Robert Kubica, who can get after the Raikkonen in front. The Raikkonen in front. What? Whoa. Sliding through the hairpin. Almost gave Massa an opportunity to re-overtake. Though the Brazilian did not pounce at the opportunity. Hamilton and Kovalainen, meanwhile in the background, battling away. Where the heck's Massa gone? Massa's in the pits. Massa's boxed on lap 4. Is he okay? We're definitely much quicker than Kimi Raikkonen. It's just a matter of time when we overtake. Very strange to see Massa in that early in the race. Maybe Ferrari going for a 10-stop strategy today. And it wasn't a pit stop for Felipe Massa. It wasn't Ferrari typical strategy masterclass. He had a penalty to serve. It was a drive-through penalty. Not sure what he did. Must have been earlier on in the race, something we missed. But he served that and he's out in about 11th place. It'll be something silly like I overtook him around the outside of turn 8. And because there's a car on his outside through turn 8, he gets a corner cut penalty. Even though he doesn't cut the corner. It'll be something stupid like that. Purple sector after sector right now for Kubica. And Raikkonen definitely feeling the heat of the pole right behind him. And that's the fastest lap. Gap is 0.4 of a second in front. Kovalainen runs in 3rd. Hamilton in 4th. They are 5 seconds behind this leading pack. And on the exit of turn 8, this is as close as Kubica has been to Raikkonen. He tried to overtake Massa here and it failed miserably. And he sent it on Raikkonen. Not close enough. A good exit out of this chicane though. Could set Kubica up for a move into the hairpin. We'll shove it into rich mix for the straight. See if we can close on the Ferrari driver. It's getting closer and closer and closer. I'm not sure we're going to be close enough under braking. I'll tell you what, maybe we are going to be close enough under braking. Kubica's going to send it to the inside. Oh, he's gone way off the track. That was a terrible move. And off the track he goes. And Raikkonen retakes first place. I know as soon as we get past him, I'm going to be like a second and a half quicker than him per lap. I know that because we dropped a little bit of time. And I'm already 3.5 tenths up in that first sector. This is a much better run, much closer. And it should be a routine move as long as I don't miss the braking point. Down towards the braking zone we go. And into the corner. And Raikkonen not giving me any space. On the exit though. Surely a much better exit than the Iceman. And ahead goes Robert Kubica. He could be on course for his first victory of the season. Raikkonen going to look to try and fight back down this back straight. Does he have the straight line speed? Does he have the oomph under braking into the hairpin? No, he does not, but he's going to try the up and under to try and pull side by side with the BMW Sauber driver, which he cannot do. But around the outside of the final corner, he tucks once again underneath the BMW Sauber. And onto the main straight we go. Is it going to be a challenge into the first corner from Kimi Raikkonen? I think he's just a bit too far back. And that is the move complete. We're into first place. Time to pull away. Could be a pretty boring afternoon from this point onwards. Kimi Raikkonen, saying that, he's only 7 tenths behind me, but I do believe we'll be pulling away. Massa really hasn't made much progress yet. He's in 10th position, so still outside the points. Still got 45 laps to make an impression in this race. The expert at this circuit. Maybe he can still get into the top 5. And that is a purple lap. It's the fastest lap of the race. A 30.3 from Robert Kubica, who's extending his lead over the chasing pack. And that's another fastest lap. I think we'll get a lot of them today. 4.8 to Raikkonen now is really starting to fall off the back of Kubica. We could be just coasting to an easy victory today. And I'll take that. We haven't won a race yet this season. It's taken us 4 attempts. This will be the 5th attempt of the year to actually get a victory. And I'll be very happy with a comfortable, easy clinching of that victory today. Putting a lap on the Super Aguri pair of Sato and Davidson, 21st and 22nd respectively. It's only lap 16. They might be 3 laps down by the end of this Grand Prix. Yet another fastest lap. It doesn't stop. It just keeps coming for Kubica. We can only hope we have the same sort of pace difference over the AI on the hard tyres than we do on the soft tyres. We've broken into the 129s now. 7.8 back to Olga that we're facing the wrong way. Oh no, that's a wall. Oh, we stayed out the wall. I'm going to lose time here. I might lose the lead. I've lost the lead to Raikkonen. Now it's going to take a while for these tyres to clean up. This mod is brutal with off track. So now I need to get back into the rhythm again and do everything I just did over again. Sato and Davidson wheel to wheel between the Super Aguri. Lads, you do know there is a faster car approaching and you have blue flags. And we're first again. Where's Raikkonen gone? Raikkonen's disappeared. Has he boxed already? He might have gone in for an early stop there. So Kubica leads Kovalainen up to second. And Kovalainen pits on the following lap. Glock moves up inside the top 3. He's yet to stop in this race. And Raikkonen back up to second place after his stop. We're going a number of laps more, of course, and those early stops means they're probably on a 2-stop strategy, which will make my life even easier. We're on a 1-stop today. Marcus Ericsson is 34. Ugh, 34. Disgusting. Kelvin Burt, born in September. We're boxing next lap for a set of the hard tyres. Everything is just going nice and smooth right now. I reckon if things go clear for the rest of the race, we could lap everybody apart from maybe the McLarens and the Ferraris. 20 seconds clear of Raikkonen now. Have we done enough in this past few laps to rejoin after my pit stop ahead of the Iceman? Only time will tell. And boxing on lap 25, our one and only stop from first place for the hard tyres. And out we go in first position, as there has been a retirement from the race. Kimi Raikkonen about 2 seconds behind, so that pit stop worked out perfectly. It's Adrian Sutil in the Force India retiring from the Grand Prix. Both Raikkonen and Kovalainen second and third in the race right now. They're on the soft tyres. They are also on a 2-stop strategy because they have to commit to another stop. They've gone soft for the first 2 stints of this race. And that's why I think Raikkonen is maybe slightly quicker than me right now. The gap to Raikkonen is going up, even though these tyres really aren't suiting my car too well, at least compared to the soft tyres. Things are still looking good. We'll still continue to pull away. And Massa has made it past the midfield. He's up to 5th place now. He'll set after the likes of Hamilton in 4th and Kovalainen in 3rd place, as we are now in the second half of this Grand Prix. My mum had to wear glasses, and people like you make fun of her, and I'm not going to stand for it. Oh, no. We don't want to go over there. Don't want to go over there. Back onto the circuit. Bourdais goes through. He's unlapped himself. Congratulations. That's Raikkonen into the pits. I think Kovalainen has also boxed. They're in for their second stop. Onto the hard tyres they go. They'll carry them all the way to the end of the race now. 27 seconds clear of Kimi Raikkonen. Nothing's happening in this race. We're just counting down the laps to claim victory. Keep warming all 4 tyres, Kimi. All 4 tyres. Yes. You don't have to remind me every 10, whatever he says, 10 seconds. Hamilton fastest lap. You know what? I'm actually quite pleased to see that, because I thought I was just running away with things. I still am, but at least Lewis Hamilton is setting the pace somewhere. Lads, what's going on here? A 3-way battle for the final points position. That's Piquet Jr., that's Jarno Trulli, and escaping up there in the distance is Fernando Alonso. Hamilton continuing to put in the laps. Of course, he's not fighting for victory today. I imagine he must be on the soft tyres now, so he probably went soft, hard, soft on his strategy for his 2-stop. So for those saying it's too easy, well, if it was so easy, I'd have the fastest lap. I want this to be a dominant race weekend. I want that fastest lap, and the best chance I'll have is with some fresh soft tyres. I'm going to box this lap on lap 45 for a new set of the soft tyres. We'll still rejoin way clear of Raikkonen. And that's fresh tyres on the car. Raikkonen is still about 10 seconds behind me. Let's see what sort of pace we can unleash. The first flying lap on these new tyres. It is purple. It's a 28.6 from early. Who's 16 seconds clear of Raikkonen. I was debating trying to get the fastest lap of the real 2008 Turkish Grand Prix. But we just found out it's a 26.5 from Kimi Raikkonen. I've just set a 28.1. I'm probably not going to break in past the 27s at most. And this victory, as we're only 1 point off the championship lead going into this round, will give Robert Kubica the championship lead going into round 6, the Monaco Grand Prix. As we put a lap on Alonso, so we have lapped everybody up to 8th place so far, continuing to set purple times. I'm breaking into the 27s for that lap. Still, we're a second and a bit off Raikkonen's fastest lap in real life. Only 4 laps to go now, and there has been another retirement from the Grand Prix. Let's check out who it is. And it is the Toro Rosso of Sebastian Bourdais. So it's not important, really. It's not relevant to the championship fight, at least. But Felipe Massa being down in 5th place after that drive-through penalty earlier on, will that come back to bite him later on in the season? The Brazilian has been leading the championship for the first 4 rounds. But after this race, it's going to be the first time he's not in the lead of the championship in this season. Yeah, that's why I hated Bourdais, because he had glasses on. He just looked like a friggin' loser. Look at him wearing friggin' glasses. He's not cool like Sebastian Vettel. Look at him. He's a friggin' loser with his little rectangular glasses. And then I wore rectangular glasses for like 8 years. And then I hated myself. 2 laps to go. I am very, very close to lapping Nick Heidfeld. That's how dominant Kubica has been this afternoon. Even despite his spin. Did I have 2 spins? I think we had a few offs today. But even with that, we're almost lapping him. And that is Nick Heidfeld falling a lap down on his championship contending teammate as Kubica begins lap 56, the final lap of the race. And I was right in my prediction. I'm going to lap everybody up to all the McLaren and the Ferraris. Because Timo Glock is 6th place is that final driver I need to lap as the German lets through Kubica. As Robert Kubica rounds the final corner for the final time to claim a dominant victory here in Turkey and with it take the championship lead. Apparently we lapped everybody. That's not true. We did not lap everybody. The top 5 were on the lead lap. I don't know why it says that. Robert Kubica wins ahead of Raikkonen and Kovalainen. Hamilton and Massa completing the top 5. Glock, Heidfeld and Trulli, the final 3 drivers in the points. Alonso missing out in 9th position, followed by his teammate Nelson Piquet Jr. Vettel and Rosberg, the 2 Germans, 11th and 12th. And then it's Kazuki Nakajima, Weber, Coulthard, Button, Barrichello, Sato. And then Giancarlo Fisichella and Anthony Davidson, the final 2 drivers finishing the race. 2 retirements, Sebastian Bourdais and Adrian Suttle. And there is confirmation. Robert Kubica in the championship lead. 5 points clear of the Ferrari pair of Massa and Raikkonen. And a couple points clear further of Lewis Hamilton and Heikki and Kovalainen and the McLaren drivers. Nick Heidfeld already 26 points off his teammates' tally of 37. We had no new drivers scoring points today, unfortunately. In the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari now lead McLaren by just 4 points. And BMW Sauber are within a 1-2 race victory of the championship lead, being only 16 points off. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to, check out YouTube channel memberships. And I'll see you all in the next episode, the Monaco Grand Prix. Goodbye.